I know. I know. I know. Okay, so here we are live, but before we're live, we're live in it.
I do.
All right, so
all I think about is you.
All right, so now I'm going to the still so that people have already seen us that we're here live and stuff. But now we're out there and
but you're not doing it properly.
How long have you and I been married now? Because it feels like we've been married a long time.
We're not doing it the way we talked about.
I never did. Did I?
You're not doing it the way we talked about is because I'm the one who came up with the idea to do it correctly. So.
We're not quite dead yet.
Maybe.
Never know.
Straight out of the DFW Metroplex, it's Saturday Morning Live. With Jeff Fisher from Chewing the Fat and Brad Staggs from the Daily MoJo. I didn't even pretend to book a musical guest this week, guys.
What?
Y'all better be extra entertaining.
Yeah, good luck.
And now here are your hosts, Brad Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
All right, there's...
Hi.
I've got the happy face on now, but I mean, Jeff would be the first one to tell you that 10 minutes ago I was ready to, grab the lawnmower and sit in the bathtub with it. What?
Before we even get to that, I just realized I need to contact my stylist. I need a haircut. Anyway,
and question: why do you call him Why do you call them a stylist?
Because that's what he is.
Okay.
I mean,
if you
he actually is a hold on. He's his title on his card is let's see, what does he call himself? A master barber. So that's my stylist. It's a master barber.
Thing he doesn't, handle.
That's what it says on his card. That's what it says on his business card. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
As usual, we need to go through and check and make sure that we are.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere that we're supposed to be. Hang on. Let's see.
Wouldn't want to have that happen without us being up.
Let's see. We're up on. Looks like.
Love you.
Are we up on YouTube yet? I can't really tell. It looks like we might be.
I don't care about the rest of them. I'm up on my X at Jeffy JFR. We're good.
Oh well, then in that case, yeah, you're right.
That's all I care about.
I think. We're up on my X.
Put it up on your little thing, wherever you want to put it up on. That's fine. But as long as it's up on my X, we're good.
It's okay. Well, there's
saying.
At least we know the rules, and that's the most important.
Now back to what we were talking about. That started us off was your dilemma, and not the song by Nelly. Is that you're struggling with trying to put on a happy face when you feel like the world is crushing you down
amidst the stupidity. I can't take the stupidity.
He didn't throw that in before. It was just that the world was crushing you down.
The world is crushing. It's crushing down. I mean, can I point something out? At least I don't look this bad.
What did this guy allegedly do?
This is from Cadillac, Michigan. His name is
Cadillac's right. By the way, if it's you, Cadillac is right up here in Michigan.
Right there, right. That's where things break down usually. This man is Mark Allen Kornacki. He visited the Cadillac Walmart.
My uncle
store.
used to have a restaurant in Cadillac. Anyway, go ahead.
This guy, so he goes in. He visits the store several times between September 1st and September 10th, and switches the barcodes on a number of products.
Nice.
Before scanning them at self-checkout.
So that they come up. So they're a lot cheaper, right? I mean, that's the joke, right? You go through the register with the cashier, and she gives you a price, and you need a second opinion. So you went through the self-checkout, and it came out a lot cheaper.
It did. It's amazing. This guy. I mean, this is should this man be? I mean, look at his face. Look at Mark Allen Kornacki's face.
You should feel safer that this man is off the street.
He just looks miserable. He looks a little bit like
you.
No, he has hair. What's his name? Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit like Jeff Daniels, maybe his love child.
He's got that Michigan look.
Could be, yeah. It's that miserable Michigan look.
I'm from Michigan, and
you should call your stylist. He was able to get, because at first I thought, what's he going through and switching the barcodes on like corn and peas? Because who wouldn't do that? I mean,
well, see, the difference is, they've got it set up. Oh, go ahead. I'll tell you. Let me know what he did, and then I'll tell you how they're combating that criminal activity at Walmart.
Because that's the first thing I'm thinking is the guy was, putting the celery barcode on rutabagas.
He's charging himself. He's got the 80-inch TV ringing up as the deodorant bar,
which it may be what he did because he was able to get more than $1,700 worth of items for less than $500.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, good move on his part.
That is first-degree retail fraud.
Yeah, but if he just had gone in and thrown it in a bag and walked out of the store, everything would have been fine.
Right. I mean, stores are really hyped up. Yeah, that's the good old-fashioned way of shoplifting.
Yeah, just go in and take it.
Whatever happened to just putting it inside your trench coat?
$1,000. They don't even charge. They don't even arrest you.
Well, he did get because it was over $1,000.
I'm just saying, had he just gone in and taken what he wanted a couple of times, because obviously the amount that he stole was $1,700. But you keep it under $1,000, you're fine.
Technically, he didn't steal $1,700 worth because he paid less than $500. So we're down around the $1,200 mark.
Still over $1,000 though. Got to keep it under $1,000.
This guy might be smarter than we think.
Got to keep it under $1,000.
Have you been to Kroger lately in the self-checkout? And maybe they do this at every other place too. But
no, I've not been to a Kroger in a while. My wife goes there from time to time. If my do people don't go to the store.
Let's say the wife's leg is broken or something, and I know that wouldn't even be.
Still going to the store. That's correct.
Let's say that she's paralyzed from the neck down.
Okay. All right. Let's say that.
Paralyzed from
that happens from time to time.
Right. Exactly.
Let's say like today, this weekend, she's out of town. All right.
That's still that's not really an excuse for her having not stocked up.
I made her go to the store yesterday.
Too. Okay. Well, as long as she did that.
Yeah, no, please.
But if you are forced to go to Kroger and use the self-checkout line.
I go to the Walmart neighborhood store. I'm in and out.
Ugh.
I'm in and out.
You should call your stylist about that.
I'm in and out because it's right there. A couple blocks away, I'm in, I'm out, I'm done.
If you move the wrong way at the self-checkout, the dude comes over. When you go to cash out, the guy, help is on the way. And now I turn to it, I say, what does it think I stole this time? And so then they have to watch the video back of you making moves, because there's some moves I think are suspicious for some reason. Like if you turn toward your cart, like I had my phone in the cart, and I picked up my phone and put it under my arm where I usually keep it, and because it keeps it warm, and it thinks I stole my own phone at that point.
Right. But you haven't stolen anything because you're still at the cash register.
Right, exactly. I haven't walked out yet.
So they're already assuming that you're a criminal.
I'm starting to get a complex.
Yeah, you should. And we all should. That's why, like, Walmart has the cameras now set up over the self checkouts, so that they can kind of get an idea of what's happening. They have the helpers there, just kind of keeping an eye on everything. And if you need an issue or you buy something that you're supposed to be an adult for, that they can come over and check, that kind of thing.
Yep.
They also have the one lady at the neighborhood checkout. She's got the little machine that, if she thinks that person on register 2 is going to try to rob you, she can bring it up on her little handheld screen and watch what you scanned. And then if you miss something, you'll be shot dead right there. You're stepping over bodies at the self-checkout at Walmart, man. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible.
The technology, I'll give them that, is amazing now, that they can do.
I don't mind self-checkout so much at the Walmart or at Kroger or wherever, at any grocery store, because I'm not paying to shop there. But like Sam's Club and Costco, the self-checkouts piss me off because I'm already paying you to shop at your store. And now you want me to check myself out. I freaking hate that. Plus, at my Costco now, I think maybe they fought it for the longest time, but they do have the scanners at the front door with the screen, so your information comes up at the front door, so they know it's you.
Oh,
they let you into the store. They used to just show your card and they let you in. And then they kind of check it at the checkout, where they see if it's you at the card. They don't check you at the checkout anymore because they've got the scanners at the front door, and boop, and your picture comes up and your information comes up. And if you don't have a card, they shoot you dead. Right there. You did. They shoot you dead. What? Are you trying to get in this store without a card? Dead.
What happens if they...
It's bad. It's bad for customer service. I agree. I think they should just tell you to go over to the counter and get a card, but they don't. They just shoot you dead.
Does the alarm when it... If you try to get into the store without the proper idea.
Because the first time I went up there and I just had my card and the girl's got the screen there and I'm like, oh, jeez. And she goes, what, you don't have your card? And I went, yeah, I got my card. This just pisses me off. And she says, you guys still show your card. That's company policy. That's what you got to do.
My picture.
If you don't show me your card, that guy over there is going to shoot you dead. So I went ahead and showed her my card.
My picture on my Costco card is probably 10 years old now.
Well, there's the thing.
It doesn't even look like me anymore.
That was my argument at the checkout, right, where the human was looking at it, because you can just show them the card.
Right.
That doesn't look like you. Oh, that was me before I transitioned.
Right.
Say something.
I agree.
And they're not going to. But now, you can't even get in the store without having that ID and them looking at the screen going, oh, yep, that's you.
I called Amazon the other day to talk about a return. It's irrelevant what I was talking about. The fact is, when they said, all right, who's this call? Who am I speaking to? And at first I said, Brad Staggs. And then I realized, no, I think it's under Beth Knott's name. And I went, I'm Beth Knott. And they went, okay.
Okay, yeah, they have to say something. They have
what are they going to say?
Yeah, no, they have to.
Right,
they have to. They just have to verify that we're talking about the same product and same sale. Really,
right? Exactly.
It's not about you not being you.
It better not be, because I'll kick their ass.
It's about verifying that we're talking about the same person and the product.
Because if that's, that could be me right there. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to put that picture right there on all of my membership cards.
It's awesome. That is me. That is
just
me.
saying. By the way, Original Babe is in the chat room over on, let's see, where are they? They'd be on RealSaturdayMorningLive.com, I think. I don't know where this chat room goes to. Space Hippie on Vacay is in there. Jody 121. Guns, beer, and kayaks.
Love that.
I'll take any of them.
I guess kayaking is okay. As a side note on kayaking, a lot of people like it. First of all, there's not a lot of fat guys seating in kayaks, so I'm not really a kayaking fan. And you just end up with swamp butt all day. What do you want to do that? If you're going to go out on the water, get in a boat.
Wait a minute. Frank in Penn says it's not as live over on X Link. Wait a minute.
It is on mine. It is on mine. I'm looking at it right now as we speak.
I am too. I'm looking at mine. So Frank in PA, put down the pipe. Stop shooting up. If you're drinking, put it down and hit refresh.
Just tell them you're still working on hurricane relief, and Elon will let you use Starlink for free till the first of the year, so you're good.
Right, exactly. Oh, I think he was looking at Frank in PA. You were looking at the still that I had put up at the top of the. I think he was dropped on his head as a child.
So seriously, it's interesting.
It's working. And hopefully at about halfway through the program, we're going to be talking to Sqwish from Twitter, who's in Asheville or just outside Asheville, North Carolina, to find out what's going on. He has a Starlink. So,
what do you mean, what's going on? Nobody cares about what's going on in the Carolinas.
Florida,
now.
You're right.
They not know Hurricane Milton hit Florida.
Right.
Helene is what, a week and a half ago?
Right.
Shut up. We're done with you.
And if you're in Maui, I don't know what I don't even want to hear from you.
You know what? You and your ilk need to let that go. I am sick of hearing. Every so often, Maui comes back up in my timeline. Stop it.
Okay, so it burned down. Get over it. John, by the way, sent me a note on the Daily MoJo app, and he said, hey, Brad, just finished binge watching Saturday Morning Live for the first time. As far as I can tell, there shouldn't be any long-lasting trauma or other adverse psychological effects.
Yeah, we're not guaranteeing that, I'll tell you that.
Although a few follow-up visits with my psychiatrist may be warranted, so I guess I'll keep watching. Also, wanted to let you know that you and I belong to a rare fraternity, those who have been bit in the ass by large dogs as adolescents. Huh? And I did. I was German Shepherd. It was technically on my thigh, so it's connected to my ass. But anyway, he said those who...
my body is connected to my rear end. So
if you think about it, yes, that's true. Only mine was a 3-legged dog, and I didn't get lemonade or a new pair of pants. Anyway, keep up the good work and hang in there with that Jeffy guy. I'm sure he'll get better with time. Peace. People are rooting for you. They're rooting for you.
Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it, I think.
They know that at some point you are going to get better at whatever it is that you do.
Hey,
What do you do?
What do you do? I don't know the answer to that. I do 15 to 20 shows a week and just create content that I never know what I'm talking about. So it's all good.
You're a giver.
It's all good.
You're a giver.
So I see you brought up the robo-taxi. That is awesome. So Elon had his big thing out in Burbank, California at the Warner Brothers Discovery movie studio the other night.
Whoa.
And he showed up with the Cybercab because it was an announcement for the event was supposed to be for the Cybercab and the Robo Van, but it was named We Robot. And so really, I mean, while we care about the cyber cars and the Robo Vans and the autonomous vehicles on the road, really what was important was Optimus, the robot. He's saying that they're going to have unsupervised FSD, full self-driving technology in Texas and California by next year.
There's no steering wheel in that car.
Correct. You get in and the car takes you where you want to go. But there's 2 other companies that have a lot of man hours on the road already. Waymo and what's the other one? Shoot. And they've been testing Cruise, I think it is, Waymo and Cruise.
Yes.
They've been testing. Now they've been testing a bunch with human drivers in it as well for safety purposes. That is the Robo Van. That holds about 20 people.
Where are the windows? Or do you just get in the box and shut up?
No, well, yes, that's what you do. Just get in and shut up. All right.
It didn't go so well in World War II. I don't think it's going to do well here with.
And I love the idea of the cybercabs. He's talking about people. The cybercabs are going to be under 30,000, and that you or I could buy several and make money off of them by picking people up.
All right. Here, you know what? That's at first you go, that's cheaper than buying a cab medallion in New York City.
Yeah, which is, good luck getting these things into New York City because that ain't going to happen. The cabbies they'll riot.
That's the inside. Yeah, the cabbies are the reason that the train in Vegas, what do you call it? The people move, whatever the hell it is, goes nowhere and is going to be torn down in the next 5 years because it's worthless because the cabs. Thanks,
right?
Cabbies.
Nobody takes it. Yeah.
That thing's pretty
badass. Yeah, they're cool. And they were on the studio lot and they showed up. There's videos out now where they show up at the party and Elon showed up in the Cybercab and he's ready to have this FSD, full self-driving technology working. And look, they're already testing it in California and here in Texas, by the way. And really what ruins the self-driving technology are humans. Because the humans that drive suck, okay?
That old story.
The reason they stopped in California, there were a couple things that screwed up when they first went all with the self-driving cars. They had some kind of power surge or outage, and so they all stopped in this one part of town. So it was just gridlock, and nobody knew it. There were people in the cars, and they were just stuck. It's just so stupid. And then just stop. We're just stop. It's just like a giant rock in the road, because nobody knows what to do.
Right.
So then the other one was that the story was that it hit a human.
I remember
but that's not true. That's not what happened. I mean, it did hit a human, but it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Okay, the human was hit by another car driven by another human and flew in front of the driverless car, and the car, after it hit the human, stopped and pulled over and did exactly what it was supposed to do. It wasn't that car's fault. So,
right. I mean, but didn't it drag? Wasn't the person under the car when it tried to pull over?
As it was pulling over, yes.
Right.
But it did what it was supposed to do. I realized that possibly if a human was driving the driverless car, the human would have hit the human and stopped. You know what I mean? It was, crap, and then stopped instead of trying to pull over.
That human. Where did
that lady come from?
We're sorry about that, human. Would you let your kids get on one of these?
Absolutely.
I'd let your kids get on one of these too.
Thank you.
I mean, why not? I mean, it's coming. It's going to be here. Get used to it.
I love being driven everywhere. So when the technology reaches the point where I don't have to think about it, I can just get in the vehicle and go, and program where I want it to take me. I love it. I'm all for it.
But the real thing you said was this.
This was a lot of people made a lot of people scary. But he brought out the Optimus Tesla robots, and that is awesome.
Boy, would you like some fries with that shake? Man, look at how sexy they're walking.
Right, so
they want it.
His intro when they're coming out is fascinating. So we should probably just shut up and let.
Do we need to hear it? Should I back it up so I can hear him? What he said?
Elon talk.
Arms and legs instead of a robot with wheels. And we've made a lot of
first
progress.
38 seconds or whatever.
With
Did you not
Optimus?
see the email I sent?
No,
entire video.
All I did was click the link, to be honest.
This is the whole video.
And then we've progressed from.
Why do you hold on just a second? Why do you bother sending me notes with a link? I see the link.
I don't know. I do that to people that I work with at the other network too. And you know what happens? I have to go out of my way to make sure that they freaking read them.
Right.
Why? I mean, I go out of my way to put this stuff together, so it's a presentation.
I see link, I click. That's what I do. Look, I don't get paid enough to read the notes and click the link. You got one or the other. You want me to read the note or click the link? Fast,
both.
cheap.
I don't want one or the other. I want both.
Pick two.
So he mentioned, if you go to the end there where he talks about his other prediction.
Like way at the end or just like here at the end? Did I fast forward all the way to the end here?
You know what? I don't care.
Here.
I don't care.
Oh, here. Hey, that's Elon.
We wanted to show tonight.
Hold on a second. Back up a little bit. Where the hell does he start talking?
I don't care. No, he talks.
Provided we.
He what? Good God, make up your mind, man.
He yaps for a long time. You don't need to have all.
All right, so I can just like right there, maybe there.
Right there.
Declined dramatically, and basically anyone will be able to have any products and services they want. One of the things we wanted to show tonight was that Optimus is not a canned video. It's not walled off. The Optimus robots will walk among you.
We had a bunch of them there.
Please be nice to the Optimus robots. So you'll be able to walk right up to them, and they'll serve drinks at the bar.
And so let's go ahead and party. And that's what they did. They were serving drinks. They were part of the crowd. There's videos of the party and all the robots interacting with the humans and serving drinks and playing. They were playing rock, paper, scissors. And this is just this is a video that made from Tesla about what they will do in the future.
It takes the place of a woman.
It does. It doesn't take the place of a woman. It helps the woman be better.
Yeah, but you can eventually get rid of the woman, right?
It just helps the woman be better.
But seriously, you can eventually just get rid of the woman. I mean, once you have this thing trained.
Whatever you can think of.
I mean, there. I want one so bad. Now, I guess the cyber cabs are going to cost around $30,000. Operating costs, according to Elon, and I don't know that this to be true, 20 cents a mile. We'll have the robotic it'll have the robotic cleaning and wireless charging. You'll be able to make money from people on its own, and those are supposed to be in production before 2027. The Optimus robot is supposed to cost between $20,000 and $30,000, and I don't know what it will cost. When they start upgrading, like you think that first robot, geez, that first robot is really good, but it won't mop the floors. Here, get an upgrade for another $10,000. It'll mop the floors. So I don't know where we're at with the, how much it's going to cost for the upgrades.
Well,
and
it'll just be like a software upgrade.
Tasks and chores. Yeah, but he's not giving you a software upgrade for free.
No, he's not.
And at some point, the upgrades are going to outdo the robot, so you're going to have to get a new robot, right? I mean, you're just going to have to. It's just going to have to be that way. But unless you want to save it, you're going to be the guy driving around the 1950, Ford. I'm never going to get a new car.
I like the original model.
You just put a little oil on that thing and it's fine. So then the
which, by the way, when you can mix these robots with baby oil.
It's the
coming.
Autonomous bus, the RoboVan, the autonomous bus, it's kind of like the new version of the short bus, can transport up to 20 people, be used to transport goods, and there's no current timeline on when the bus is going to show up. Now, I will say this, Tesla was worth about $1.2 trillion. It's closer to $770 billion now or something like that.
They hate him. The government hates him.
It's going to be with Optimus, and the Cybercabs and all that are really cool, and that's wonderful and everything. But with Optimus, and I know people are really scared and nervous about it, but they're already here. They're already here, and he's going to be. I mean, we saw the documentary iRobot, and that's what that is. That's what that is, man.
It was the original Babe. Who is it that said they walk amongst us? It was Original Babe. They already walk among us. Hello, Biden.
Yeah, okay.
Would that be surprising if he did one day come out and just do the Westworld thing and peel off his face and go, surprise? I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
It would actually.
The modern day Stepford wives, says Gamma Val.
So Biden is an undercover robot that hasn't had the upgrades.
Right.
Is that what we're saying?
He still has a spinning hard drive. He does not have a solid state drive at this point.
Okay. All right.
It puts the lotion on
will they
skin.
follow what are the Asimov's laws? That's by the way aren't real. That's just those came from fiction books. Okay.
Yeah.
Asimov, Isaac Asimov. He wrote those as part of his stories. And we adopted them in fiction.
Yeah, they are not real. There is no law that says they can't harm us.
That's correct. His 3 rules: the robot cannot injure a human being. Let's see, I got to find him here. Hold on, I got him here. The robot may not injure a human, or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
Right.
A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. And a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Fiction. It's not real. That sounds good. Yeah. I'm good with those laws, but I don't think Elon has to follow those.
As whatever robot is about to bash your head in and make your eyeballs pop out, you're going to be saying that just as the lights go out in your brain and your eyeballs roll down the street. It doesn't really exist.
It doesn't matter.
Roger Rabbit says, I remember the good old days where the old gatekeeping at a grocery store was if you had a quarter in your pocket to actually get a cart. They used to charge you for a cart?
I mean, at some places probably did, sure.
Was that the 1800s?
Shopping carts are expensive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are. Mm-hmm. They're an expensive device. That's why they put the dog fence up around parking lots and stuff so people don't steal them.
If you carry little casters in your pocket, you can just pop those on the bottom of those carts and steal them anyway.
One store manager I used to work for 100 years ago, he used to drive the neighborhood once a week and just throw them in the back of his pickup truck and bring them back.
See, that's the American way. You get out there and you stop bitching. You just do it. You take care of your stuff and shut the hell up.
Thank you.
People. Hello, Paige and Sue Mariani.
He just didn't want to affect his bonus by continuing to ask for new carts.
All these charges for carts now. Oh,
okay.
I'll be damned.
Do they? What are they like? Is it a rental charge on your bill? I honestly I don't know that.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. I have not shopped at Aldi in a long time.
You have to get your quarter back then. I mean, really? Do you care at that point?
Is that what they do?
It should be $5.
They make you pay a down payment. They make you pay. They have a little kid. They have a little kid there.
Probably.
And taking your money.
Probably.
And you get it back when you leave. Okay.
Please, sir, will you bring your cart back? Shut up.
So if I give you 25 cents.
I mean, you're buying a cart. I mean, for 25 cents,
is the cart
cheap.
Mine then? Is the cart technically mine, or am I renting it and I'm paying to have someone bring it in from the parking lot? So I'm not worried about the 25 cents because I would not give if I'm going to the store spending $1 million already with the cost of goods, an extra 25 cents for a cart. I'm leaving it in the middle of the parking lot for 25 cents.
Oh boy, you just opened up that bag. All right, everybody. I want you to direct your comments to at Jeffy JFR on the socials. You can send because they did the same thing to me. One time I leave my cart on the little grassy median, and you'd have thunk I'd started World War IV. Chewing the fat at theblaze.com. And really, I'm going to suggest this, and you're welcome. The best way to really get your point across to Jeffy is to go and get a cameo.
Oh, there you go.
Make him respond to.
Yes. The thing is, we need to clarify this before. Cameo, while not free, and I am a trained monkey, and Cameo is kind of like my pimp. They take their cut, and then I do what the customer wants. While I am the trained monkey, I am not attached to the organ grinder. So there are times when perhaps the monkey.
But you are attached to the organ somehow. And there's hang on a second, because I think and there's my contact info. Good luck sending me an email. I think that email still works. I don't know. Hold on a second, because Sqwish.
Perhaps you should find that out. You should be a better human being, and I'd have to
care, wouldn't I?
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second. I think at this point we need to hold on a second. We'll do this for a second, and then hang on.
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but it's time for a quick break. You'll be right back. And they're back.
Hold on a
Brad
second.
Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
We are back. All right, I'm going to see if this works, because I don't know if it will. Hey, Sqwish, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Jeff, say hello to Sqwish, see if he can hear you, because I'm really not sure if he's going to be able to.
Hello, Sqwish. Can you hear me?
Barely, but yes.
Okay, because...
Hello, Sqwish. Can you hear me?
Much better.
Okay, thank you. This will work out great.
I'm having, if you could see how I've got this rigged right now, I have another pair of headphones set up against the phone because I
wouldn't want another input. I would not want another input.
Well, it doesn't work that way, because there's something over there I'd have to push, and then I can't reach that. And so, Sqwish, I don't think you've ever met Sqwish, Jeff, and I don't think Sqwish has ever met you.
I haven't been fortunate enough to meet him.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Jeffy.
You too. I mean, you as well.
Right. Let's see here. So, all right. So, why are we talking to Sqwish? His name is Brandon, by the way.
That's a good question, Brad.
This is not him. That is not him in that video, just so you know. It just happened to be a video.
A random person.
Right.
I don't know who this guy is, but
no. I just looked up on YouTube the damage in Asheville.
Is this where Sqwish lives?
You're just outside of Asheville, right, Sqwish?
Correct. Yeah, a few miles south.
All right. So
I was in love with Asheville for years.
Right. And apparently they still want attention in North Carolina, even after they tried to explain that Milton.
And that's my first question to Sqwish. Can you hear me without me actually yelling?
Yes.
Okay.
Are
you do you feel even more neglected after Hurricane Milton? Because I know people are still, helping, and the cleanup is, going to take years. And there were, the cry from the government was not helping, but people were there helping, and people were still feeling neglected. But once Milton hit, it was like, Carolina who? Or is everything actually? Are you still getting the help that you think you need?
From non-government personnel, I'll say, I feel like it's still neighbor helping neighbor, good. People helping people. We have a lot of outside resources here and stuff like that. It's probably hard to feel even more neglected by the government at this point.
Yeah, well, screw them. Tell them to take a hike anyway.
But aren't they? I was reading that they were, they being those in charge, whether they called them the government, FEMA, whomever, that they were trying to basically shortstop people who are trying to help people. Are they getting in the way of citizens helping citizens, I guess is the question.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I'll be honest, I haven't seen much in the way of like FEMA or the National Guard around our area. Mm-hmm. They did bring in a few Jeeps full of National Guard members and post them up out at outside of a brewery out here where they had a distribution center. Right. But other than that, it's local law enforcement.
They're guarding the beer joint? They're guarding the beer joint is what they're doing? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was along Cane Creek, but somehow managed the water went right around it. So they have a huge lot. And so they relieved the Fairview Fire Department as a staging area for a lot of the distribution stuff. So to help out the fire department because they were really crammed on space.
All right. So, but you are talking through, you're able to communicate now because you have a Starlink. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. So I work remote, so I'm able to go back to work, and they're all happy to bother me now. But
oh wow!
But yeah,
so how much damage did you actually have? I mean, how much damage did you outside of Asheville actually have? Because I mean, we saw some horrifying pictures and videos coming out of your neck of the woods that nobody ever wants to deal with, but you do when you do. You can quote me on that. So, I mean, how much damage did you have?
For us personally, it wasn't too bad. We had a couple trees fall and an inch and a half of water in the basement. We did have the road and mountainside turned into a river and came right at the front of our house. But we got lucky in that it wasn't like the whole time the hurricane hit. It was just towards the end of it. And we're very fortunate because we sit between two other mountain ridges. And there were mudslides on both sides of those. So we got very fortunate that somehow the water just broke differently and didn't actually come and hit us too bad.
Good. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome.
I saw somebody explaining this, and I don't remember who it was, but he did a good job because he held his hand up and he said, basically, if you live up on the ridges of your fingers like this, you're probably okay. But if you were down in any of the valleys, that's when you really, you caught all kinds of hell because half the mountain was sliding off into the valleys.
Right, and the water up top has to go somewhere, and it comes with a force.
Right.
And that's what we saw. Yeah, I think I was saying on the other program there, Brad, that my brother has a little tiny creek in front of his house that's probably a foot wide and 2 inches deep, regularly. It got up to 15 feet high, and it was 50 yards wide. It covered all the other buildings outside of his land, and it was lapping at his houses are up on the mountainside. He's got 2 buildings, and it was lapping at the foundation of those up over the driveway. You just wouldn't expect it to do that,
Right.
So it was huge.
So how I don't even know if this is the right question, but how bad is it now? In other words, are people able to move around? Is it still an absolute disaster? Describe the kind of
roads
conditions?
Are gone. I mean,
yeah.
thoroughfares are washed away, right?
Yeah, so it depends on where you are. For us, because we live off of kind of more main roads, it's been pretty good and easy for us to get around. But there's a lot of areas that are closed off. I mean, even some main areas like by Lowe's and Target and stuff, that road got completely just tore up. And so you can't go down in those areas right now. But a lot of the mountain roads, are gravel, dirt, or was it like oil and rock paved,
Yeah.
And they've washed out like a lot. So there are a lot of people who, I don't know if there's a lot still stranded per se that are needed rescue that need to leave, or if they just refuse to leave.
Right.
But last weekend we did take the kids out to Hickory to get relief cabin fever for them, and we coming into our area we saw I over 50 of those like souped up ATVs with roll cages and like 3-foot wheels, or tires on them.
Yeah.
Like those things, and a lot of them were like race crews too. But it was just like pickup trucks pulling them. They had them in the back or on a trailer, sometimes like 2 or 3 of them, and they were just coming into the area because that's the only way you can get to people right now. Especially from what I've been seeing, some of the videos from around, it's just like people on those getting into spots because roads are gone, rivers have rerouted, like.
Plus, that's the only way you're going to find out exactly what got destroyed and what needs to be rebuilt and how you can move back through around there. And we're going to have to do that. Absolutely.
First of all, you sound remarkably good. I'm stunned at the quality of this call, first of all. I mean, it's pretty amazing and this is thanks to Elon Musk.
Yes.
But I did, what were you going to ask him?
You're not paying for this thing, are you, Starling? You're not paying. Elon said it's free. Elon said it's free till the first of the year.
Aside from the hardware.
He swapped the barcodes.
They dropped the price of the unit $150, so it was only $350. I've been able to actually snag a couple for some other people too and help them set up that live in areas they can't.
Wait a second, I thought he was giving them away. This is now I'm starting to get pissed at Elon. I thought he was giving them away.
Well, he's giving away the service, right? So we should have it free for what now? 3 months till the end of the year, and so that's $120 savings every month. So kind of pays for itself.
Well, then you're hooked. Then you're hooked, and you have to pay for it.
He's sending all the Starlink hookup stuff, and you still have to buy those.
Sorry, say that again, Jeffy.
So they're sending all these Starlinks up into that neck of the woods and the Starlink devices to hook up with the satellites, and you have to purchase those. You're just getting the service for free.
If you go to retail, yes. I don't know about the ones that like he's given, like he teamed up with Dr. Phil. I saw like Generac and stuff. I don't know if those.
I mean, it's about time the rich are paying their fair share. Elon Musk is worth $250 billion. He can give away these damn Starlinks. This is what pisses me. All right, now I'm pissed again.
Damn straight.
They should come with a robot.
I don't disagree. And Optimus should be up there helping remove the debris. I'm okay with that too.
Those are coming next. You know that. He'll figure out a way to do that, and he'll send robots in, and the government will be pissed about that. So let me ask you about if you are aware of any of this, because I saw where FEMA has actually come in and taken over the landfill, the dumps in that area, and is now restricting what people can and can't throw into the dumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not allowed to take debris to the dump. That you can bring in just like residential trash.
What the hell are you supposed to do with the debris?
Wait, I guess.
Pile it up.
Burn it? I don't know.
That's what they did in Florida. That's what they did in Florida.
Well, they were removing it. They were busy removing it. All those people were piling it up in front of their homes so that they could be removed and go to the dump.
But remember, we saw the guy that rented the trash trailers, basically, and he went to take a big load, and FEMA said, no, you can't do that. What am I supposed to do with all this trash? Go dump it back in the yard of the person from whom you got it, and FEMA will pick it up within the next year. That's what they said.
Florida. Because Ron DeSantis was not. He allowed all the pickups to happen 24/7 prior to Milton coming on board. That's a BS. I don't
stop
believe it.
being a suck up to DeSantis. First of all,
I don't believe it.
You're so that's okay. My phone just did something funky. You're still there, right?
Oh no,
I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, good, because it just did something and I don't trust it. So all right, so they're still restricting you there. Are they restricting again citizens from coming in and helping other citizens? Do you know?
I mean, I've heard rumors that they're doing that in certain spots. There was some rumors out of Black Mountain, Chimney Rock areas. I can't get to those areas personally because I don't have, it's where the roads are gone. I don't have a vehicle that can get over them.
Right.
So I'm not sure, but I have heard that is happening or has happened at least.
Right.
And I wouldn't doubt it. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem in today's world. So many of the stories that we hear, even if it's not true, it's very easy to believe.
Right.
Anything you want to add, or do you get something else? Go.
Well, I just wonder, have you received any way to get help? Have you filled out the forms for anything and been denied or accepted for any help that you may need for whatever little damage you had to your property?
I have not. No, I have not filled out the forms. I know they're set up at a high school around here where you can go in and,
right.
get help filling out the forms and stuff like that. But
try to help,
the $750 loan, that does not appeal to me. So
no, I understand. I'm completely understand. I just wondered if you attempted to try to use it. I mean, they're saying now that just as a side note that he's been crying poor for FEMA and he wants Congress, and I say the president wants Congress to come back early so that they can appropriate more funds for FEMA because they believe they only have $11 billion left. And I'm almost half joking when I say that you guys have been forgotten now because Milton came through. And we definitely don't need that to happen because you guys, got hammered as well. And so it's that southeast neck of the woods from throughout the Smoky Mountains cannot be forgotten.
Thank you, Jeffy.
Frank in Penn wants to know if Thermal City Gold Mine survived. Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
City Gold Mine.
All right. Well,
I don't know what that is.
So you got
like a little gem mine?
might be where you go and you pay your $5 and you dig into their sandbox and you come up with
which is all a lie, just like that damn diamond farm in Arkansas. So go ahead. I don't even want to get into that.
Oh, hang on now. And the other thing was, what was it? Crap, what was I going to ask? It was right there. Getting old sucks. It was.
So you're not far from Hickory. I applied for a job once in Hickory, and I didn't get it. I was a little bummed.
It's about an hour and a half away.
Okay.
But once we cleared the mud from I-40, I saw that the road was open, and we were like, all right, let's take the kids to go do something.
Hickory was a great little town. We were up and
voting.
Telling my North Carolina stories.
Are you going to be able to vote? How are they handling that? Have they told you?
There's a good question.
That is a great question. Yeah. I got a thing in the mail yesterday for like absentee ballot and all that information.
Right.
But the place I usually vote at is an elementary school nearby, and that's currently a staging area for water distribution and the line crews.
Right.
So
wait, you just applied now to be able to vote remotely.
Absentee.
No, I have not.
Or absentee,
I have not
or whatever.
put in for absentee because, as far as I'm aware, I can get to my voting location.
All right, good.
But we don't. You can get to it. We just don't know if it's there.
Right. I haven't heard if it's going to be there yet. But,
okay, gotcha.
I'm hoping it is because that's where it always is.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
You just never know. Okay. All right, cool. We've been talking with Sqwish Brandon, which is a weird name, but, we got to protect his anonymity. Or Brandon Sqwish. Maybe it's just Brandon Sqwish. I think that might be even better. And so can you, probably Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, can you be on the Daily MoJo and give us another update?
Wow.
See what's happened?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So my plan, too, is to try to get out more in the area. I've signed up with my church to be a runner. Because they have a ton of supplies, but they got to get it out to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to help there and just get stuff out. So hopefully I'll be able to see some more.
When you run across people that really need help and are in trouble, tell them to hold on and then call in.
Yes.
Not that you aren't good to talk to, but I want to talk to someone that's caught underneath a tree for 3 days or something.
I mean, don't let them bleed all the way out before you get live on the air with us.
Listen, I can get you out of here, but first I want you to talk to this guy here.
Right. Exactly. I mean, if you really care about the future of the program, you'll do what we ask. All right, man. Be safe out there, and let me know if we can help in some other small way. And
will do. Yeah. I just have one question for Jeffy, though, before I go. Yeah. Hey, Jeffy, what would a circus need with a plastering duck?
Oh my gosh!
Wait, what? Did that need a?
That's very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's funny. It's really funny. It has to do. You listen to my show, Chewing the Fat. It's a
All right, pal.
Really funny. Thank you.
Be safe, well out there. We'll talk later.
All right. Thank y'all.
You bet. It's Brandon Sqwish. Brandon. I can't believe number one, how good that sounded. Number two, how we were getting that accomplished over here. Because wow.
Broadcasting is an amazing thing, isn't
it? It really. Well, when you got
a
can of spit and some duct tape, yeah.
That's all you had was a can of spit and some duct tape. Now, none of the other petro technologies helped at all.
Nope, not at all. It was just the spit, and it was the duct tape.
All right.
I don't know what the hell the thermal gold city gold mine is, but Frank in PA's been there, and he hopes that he can get back sometime. So good for him.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's up there. It's there. Along with the lithium mines and everything else. They're all up there, the same neck of the woods.
Okay, see, again,
I knew that would fire you up. That's awesome.
If they didn't...
Word. Here, let me practice again. Hold on. Lithium.
See? Okay, look at what's happened. If there isn't some sort of a conspiracy going on here to take their land away,
I know.
It's just.
I know.
I know. And you got the vice president coming out and saying we need to have a stockpile of all these minerals that happen to be sitting in North Carolina.
Yeah. And you've got the president denying they're controlling the weather when they talk at length about controlling the weather.
I know. What's this FedEx thing?
It truly is maddening. I just don't know that this is real.
Is it real or not segment?
I'm bringing two real or not real segments to the show today.
All right,
one real or not real segment is really going to be the joke of the day, but
I'll save that.
This segment, I have a tough time believing it's real. But the FedEx guy didn't put his truck in. Didn't put the brake on. And he's delivering a package. Okay.
He forgot to put his truck in park, and it actually rolled back and hit their car and their house.
And pause that for a second. Okay. So that's how. I just want you to know that's how people actually die. He's trying to stop the damn FedEx.
That's how Chekhov died.
That's how people die. I had a friend of mine die under a pallet of Nutty Buddies, because the Nutty Buddy pallet started to fall, and instead of getting the hell out of the way, he tried to push it back, which we've all done. I've worked with moving groceries and all kinds of goods on pallets, and they've fallen. Sometimes they get messed up in shipping or whatever. Sometimes you just push up against them and push them back, and they even out, and you're good. And he did that, only it didn't even out, and then he died.
The moral of the story is stop trying so hard.
I could barely eat Nutty Buddies now without thinking about my friend Joe. Anyway, so that's how people die. Don't try to stop. And it's a reaction that everybody does. And you need to rethink that reaction. Yeah, anyway.
Get out of the way is though.
And that happened.
Right.
She was not happy.
So
now he pulls the truck up, and the lady comes out.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I need some information. Yeah. In my car? Yeah.
And while she went back to the house to write down all of his information, he forgot to put
and there goes the truck.
No.
And it rolled away.
That's what I mean.
The neighbor's car.
I don't think it's real. The guy can't be that dumb, right? The guy cannot be that dumb.
I think it's real. I think that one's real. No,
it makes sense.
She just got up and climbed all over his shit about hitting her house.
Yeah, but it said, "Did you hit my car?" I don't see where there's any damage on the car. Did it just scrape it a little or something? Because I don't see any damage on the car there.
I don't think. No,
she was saying that it hit her car.
No, I think she said, "Did it hit my car?"
And she said, "Yeah." Back it up. She said, "Yep."
What a bitch.
Not happy. But the craziest part of the video is at the end.
What the
I parked it and then I got out and then it started moving. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I need some information.
Yeah.
In my car? Yeah.
And while she went back to the house,
he should have put it in reverse and let it hit her. I mean, she didn't even say, "Are you okay? Did you?"
No.
I mean,
no, she was pissed.
And so I can see where he probably did get in and then forget to put it in.
Get flustered again.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's understandable.
My car, yeah, but in that picture, after the truck goes past, I don't see the damage on her car, so it makes me think it's not real. Now, but she seems like the type of person that would automatically say, "Yup, you hit it," even if it didn't.
Can I? Because there are days that I am hopeful, and some days.
Oh yeah, this chick.
That I'm not
Isn't
hopeful.
that a pronoun chick?
This is the woman. Let's see. Do we have her? Megan Donaker is her name.
Love Megan.
And she lives in Oregon, and she has filed a complaint about her former boss, Mike Shaw.
That bastard, Mike Shaw.
And who works, I guess, worked at the forestry department. And
that's where she was working as well.
Yes. And so she's pissed off that he was hiring candidate most qualified for the job instead of people who were DEI, essentially. They say, people like her say that hiring should be done through an intersectional lens whereby applications from people of marginalized backgrounds are given greater weight.
Right. I mean, that's an ongoing issue around the entire country and really the world, but more so here in the U.S. And companies are now backing up on DEI stuff. So hopefully this same thing will come to the forefront and be questioned as well.
She filed. Anybody can file a lawsuit, right, or a complaint. Right. She filed a complaint. I don't know if it's a lawsuit or not, but she Shaw, her boss. Mike Shaw, who does have a nice job. He's the head of Oregon's Department of Forestry, earns about $190.
Nice job. It's a tough job, man. Oregon, I don't know if you know this, Oregon's got a couple trees.
They do. They have a handful.
You can quote me on that. I don't know that they'll agree with me or not, but in my eyes, Oregon's got a couple trees.
He makes $192K. That bastard. That bastard. He's a white guy making all that money. I'm behind Megan.
No, that's a pretty tough job for $192,000, though.
I stand with Megan now. So he has been.
Well, that's a good salary. That's a tough job. The entire state, $192,000. The entire state of Oregon with a couple trees they have. That's a big job.
She files the complaint. They put him on leave over said complaint.
Yeah, that's probably state policy or something. If someone files a complaint, we have to follow policy and put you on leave.
Wait a second, Donaker. I didn't realize this about it. She worked as the department's diversity, equity, and inclusion chief. Yeah. So she's head of the DEI department. She said that 6 queer staffers didn't feel safe or comfortable at work because they couldn't have conversations about pronouns.
Correct. And they also fought over him saying that he only wanted to hire the right people for the jobs, not because of their pronouns and their DEI strength, which is what pissed her off, because he just wanted the best people for the job, which I think an overwhelming percentage of Americans agree with. That we just want the right people for the jobs. We don't care about their skin color. They don't care what color their stupid hair is. We don't care how many tattoos we have. We don't care what kind of skull you want to wrap around your necklace and wear on your neck every day. We don't care about any of that. We want the right people for the jobs, the right person doing the job. And I don't know how this complaint will fare in the state of Oregon, but I think overwhelmingly the United States agrees with the right person for the right job. And that's why the DEI thing is starting to fall apart, and hopefully so will this.
Is it wrong to want to just bitch slap her?
Well, yes.
Open hand. What? Okay, what if she doesn't identify as a chick? Can we do it then? I mean, never hit a woman.
Can I be honest with something? I would venture to say, and this is just me, I have no way of knowing, so I could be completely wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But I don't believe that. What's this girl's name again? This person?
Megan Donaker.
I don't believe that Megan Donaker, working for the forest department, has ever been out into the woods. She does not look like a person that has traipsed through the woods to make sure that the trees are okay. That's just me. Again, I don't know that.
She's the DEI chief, so she really doesn't have anything to do with the trees. She just has...
the forestry department does a lot more than that, Jeff. Oh, okay. All right. Fine. No problem.
Wow. And Paige over in the YouTube.
It'll be interesting to see what becomes of this, because all the DEI stuff is starting to fall through. And cases like this, once they get acknowledged now, states try to distance themselves from it. I don't know that Oregon will, because Oregon is a nightmare. But we'll see. It'll be fascinating to see how that plays out.
Gamma Val says, look at the skull around her neck. I wouldn't feel safe around her.
Yeah. And I don't know how many wildfires is happening in Oregon right now as we speak. I mean, that's a big job.
It's Wyoming's on fire.
There are many other wildfires around the country as well, and Wyoming has like 3 people in it. Sorry, some of it can burn once in a while, but nobody cares about Wyoming on fire. I'm in Wyoming and we care. Okay.
Wow. All right, so it's that time for the joke of the day. Is that it?
Yeah. This is the joke of the day, and a real or not real joke of the day.
All right, here we go in 3, 2.
Go.
I used to work as a student nurse at a hospital. I had this
stop
patient.
For a second. Okay, so the reason that makes me think it's not real is because she's just reading it. Okay, it's a terrible read on her part, so it makes me think that it's not real. But there you go. Sorry.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead. Just setting up the.
I used to work as a student.
You done yet?
Yeah.
Let me know when you're done.
I'm pointing out the fact that
you're done.
All right, go ahead.
Student nurse at a hospital. I had this patient who had to stay overnight because he had a severe asthma attack. He had to wear an oxygen mask over his mouth and nose.
Okay, pause for a second.
My job was to give him a sponge bath, so I did.
I'm not done. Pause the thing for a second.
Jeez. You done?
It's not difficult to just. I know you got.
You'd be surprised.
Oil and
You'd
duct
be surprised.
Tape going on around
the
there.
The can of spit doesn't reach this far.
So I just want you to know this is a kind of a big guy joke. So those of you watching Saturday Morning Live with the family, just know this is a big guy joke. Okay.
We're questioning your sensibilities if you're watching with your family to begin with.
It's a big guy story. It's a big guy story / joke. Okay. Real or not real?
Ah, jeez.
Big guy story. All right, go ahead.
You done yet?
Yeah, go ahead.
While I was giving him a sponge bath, he mumbled something.
You done yet?
From behind his mask. He said, "Nurse, are my testicles black?" I was a little bit embarrassed because I didn't know how to answer that question, and I was only there to wash his upper body and feet. So I just ignored the question and I continued to wash him. Like 10 minutes later, he struggled to ask me again. He said, "Nurse, please check for me. Are my testicles black?" I was concerned that he might elevate his blood pressure and his heart rate by worrying about his testicles. So I just gently raised his gown. I was holding his manhood in one hand and his testicles in my other hand. I looked very close at his private area. And then I said, "There is nothing wrong with them, sir. They look fine." He then slowly starts to pull off his oxygen mask. He said, "Thank you so much. That was wonderful. But listen very, very close." He looked up at me. And then he started talking very slowly. He said, "Are my test results back?"
Wow.
And on that note, the only question left to ask is, what are you going to do with the rest of your day now that Saturday Morning Live has come to an end? You're going to need a Jeffy fix at some point, and you can get it in all the right places. On X, at JeffyJFR. Send him an email, chewingthefat@theblaze.com. And remember, you can get a cameo from Jeffy, but it's not free. And if it's more of Brad Staggs that your heart needs, that's easy too. Follow him on all the socials at Real Brad Staggs. He never checks his email, but you can try brad@thedailymojo.com.
Yeah, good luck.
Anything you guys want to add? Good, because I have somewhere to be in about 15 minutes. Watch The Daily Mojo Monday morning at 7, and Chewing the Fat drops again Monday afternoon. Until then, I'm not Stu, saying hasta la vista, baby!